We're back with the Bad Vibe Podcast with Dwight and Jeremy.
I'm one. I'm Dwight.
Okay. And I'm 2. I'm Jeremy. Apparently.
I'm actually 27.
Yeah.
I was off a couple.
I'm actually...
I didn't know what to say whenever he said it.
You were like, I was
like, all right, I'm just going to let whatever comes out. And I was like, it's coming out. I was thinking, and I was like, I'm one. And I was like, I'm one. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... I'm 1 too. I'm 1 with the universe.
Yeah.
Some people say shit like I'm 1 with the universe. You can't help but be 1 with the universe. It's all there is that we know of. There's probably a bunch of universes, but
the only person that can say I'm 2 is a Siamese twin, right? You know?
I don't know.
Well,
does a Siamese twin consider the other Siamese twin to be himself?
I think if their heads are combined,
Then
then it's 1.
But do you think, like, if your head's combined with your brother's, do you think that you think of him as part of you, or do you think of him as him? If you're sharing a brain.
If you're sharing a brain, then it's 1 person, right? Because 1 brain would mean, like, 1 thought, right?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Nobody really knows where thoughts come from.
For one thing, all right, it's not Siamese twin just because you're joined at the elbow or something, you know? I mean, they're not going to be 1, you know? I mean, just because they're connected, but I mean, no.
What if you're joined at the hand with your brother, and people are always like, look at those fags.
Yeah, no.
They're like holding hands.
They look so much alike. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Someone's like, Siamese twins don't look alike. You know?
What if they were attached dick to ass?
They're walking around. One's always bent over. Yeah. One's always bent over, and he's like, well, yeah.
God, that would suck. When they sleep, you know when their mom...
Or when the guy in the front has to shit. Right?
Oh, God.
When he has to shit, he's like, I'm sorry, dude, but I'm going to have to wipe your balls again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What happens when the one in the back has to piss? Does it just run down the other one's crack?
It depends on if it's up. If its dick's above the other... Because if it's just resting on the guy's back, you know, they're just walking around and they're like, I really want to get on this trampoline. And then these 2 guys just jump on the trampoline and his dick's slapping the other guy in the back. It's like his balls are hitting up against his balls.
I was like, his dick slapping his brother's back like the fucking stick on a bass drum.
Ugh.
On a pedal bass drum. It's just...
Dude,
then they jump fast.
Because it would be like if they go and sit in a chair, the other guy's going to sit in his lap, right? So they ride a motorcycle. they'd have to, right? I mean, the car.
Well, they couldn't ride the car
unless they got a convertible. And they're like, the cops are always pulling them over.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, if they were in a small town, I could see cops not pulling them over, and then like state trooper comes down and is like, what the fuck are those faggots doing? Those fucking lookalike faggots. They're driving that fucking Mini Cooper.
You know they'd be in a Mini Cooper.
Mini Cooper, yeah. And
in my mind, I'm like, those fucking queers.
Like who would hit the gas though? You know, like think about like if they had to stand up.
The guy in the front's legs would be farther forward.
Well, what if one of what
right?
if they're sitting, and the other one, you know, the one in the back, his feet would be down. I don't know. I mean, like, someone's like, no.
What would happen when the one in the back wants to jerk off?
Yeah, I think
every time he would blow a load on his brother's back.
I just think they wouldn't be able to do that. I was thinking that would cross their mind.
No, it would. Trust me. Life. You know in Jurassic Park when he's like, life finds a way.
Yeah.
Jerking off finds a way.
Yeah, but I think that'd be like a different situation. You know. I mean,
probably put a little napkin down for.
I don't know.
For courtesy.
Would they be like, you're doing that again, or would they just be like, we got to do this again? Like they're both going to.
I think it would just be like, you wouldn't think about it.
Because then, if they did both do it, that'd be gay.
They did at the same time.
Yeah, if they're both like, and then they like switch.
Well, I would think...
The one guy's like, dude, my hand's hurting. He's like, dude, my arm's hurting. So
the one in the back could definitely jerk off the one in the front. But I don't know about vice versa. It's hard enough to just scratch your back.
I don't know.
Can you imagine?
We've been talking a while about this.
Siamese twins?
Siamese twins.
Connected dick to ass?
It's a funny topic, though.
I can't believe there's not a sitcom.
Think about this, though. Think if the guy in the back was like a midget.
Yeah,
Think if the guy in the back was a midget, and the other guy just like walks around, and there's like a midget.
He's just constantly giving the guy a piggyback
strapped to his ass.
But to me, it's better if they're either they're the same size or the one in the front smaller.
Yeah.
So it looks like he has one of those baby backpacks.
Yeah, I know. He's always carrying around, and people are like, "Look at that! He's got his kid with him."
His weird kid that.
But then think about it, if he's shorter, when he has to shit, I don't know how it would work.
Oh, he would just shit whenever he wants if he's shorter.
Yeah.
He's not going to step in it.
But they're the same height, you know? I mean,
I think it's funniest if they're the same height.
You think if they, like, got down to it, they could probably be real fast. You know what I mean?
If they really worked out.
If they really, like a horse.
They're like...
Yeah. But, I mean, like, a horse, their feet are spread out more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, theirs aren't all fucking tangled together.
They're not all tangled. Because, you know, one of them probably have feeling in the back leg. The other one have feeling in the front leg. Because, I mean, you can't just think that...
And those people are always a little fucked up, right? I mean,
yeah.
They're never perfectly normally just connected.
Usually, I think one of them is more normal than the other. Like, one of them is, like, built into the other one.
Have you seen that weird one where one's like a country music singer and the other one's just this weird fucking gargoyle?
Attached to him?
It's girls. They're attached to, I think, at the head, and one's a country singer.
Like on the thing, that movie, Stuck on You or whatever, where the one's an actor and the other one, like, he's camera shy. No, yeah. The one guy's just, like, nerdy. He doesn't do anything. The one guy's, like, ladies' man, and...
Yeah, but that movie
like,
just doesn't...
Yeah, I mean, it's got Greg Kinnear in it. I forget Greg Kinnear that was in it.
Who's that guy that's like Greg Kinnear that's on that movie?
But it had Matt Damon.
Yeah, but...
Matt Damon.
Yeah, he needed some money. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Okay.
You know some people that just dicks. When they see him somewhere, they're like, hey, Stuck on You. And he's like, go.
See, I actually like Greg Kinnear, though. I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
I mean, that one with the windshield
wiper thing still sucks.
You know, I like that movie.
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
There's some movies. That one religious one, that was stupid. The one where he's a preacher.
He's a preacher?
Yeah, recently there's some religious movie. His kid died and went to like heaven, and
yeah,
everybody's all
issues with that
he's
movie.
Saying some things that he saw in heaven, and now this guy's like questioning his beliefs.
They're like, and
that was cool, and then it ends with him believing. So I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, but here's the problem.
Someone's like watching it, you know, and they pause it because they're waiting for the thing. Oh, let's do a podcast, right? And they're sitting there and they're like, oh, they're talking about the movie we're actually watching. This is cool. I'm gonna pause this and wait till my wife gets in here. And then like they're right in like the part where they're like he's like starting to break down.
Yeah.
And then they're listening to it and they're like, fuck.
What I don't get, alright, I haven't seen the movie, but I've read a lot about this story.
What is it? Oh, heaven's for real or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, this was God's for real.
Yeah, for real.
What is?
Not just real. Heaven is for real. Get real.
What's
God's Not Dead is what you're thinking.
Oh, okay. I was like,
movie.
God's real? I was like, God's not real? Like, that'd be good. Right? God's not real. It wouldn't be very popular around these parts.
It wouldn't sell a single ticket. Well, it would sell two, but...
No, there'd probably be people waiting to watch if people were going in there.
Oh, you get beat up for going to the movie.
Yeah, there wouldn't be some line, from like 7 o'clock all the way to midnight, little teenage girls going to watch it.
Teeny boppers around.
They're wearing shirts that like
Team God or Team
like,
Satan,
Team Jesus, or
Team. There really isn't a team on the other side. It's just. It would be like if football wasn't real, and there were some people that were that would wear Steelers shirts that they just made. You wouldn't wear a shirt of a different team. You just wouldn't wear a shirt.
What do you mean if football wasn't real? Like if football was just acting?
No, if it didn't exist. But some people still had Pittsburgh Steelers shirts. But there was no such thing as Pittsburgh Steelers. You wouldn't wear a shirt that was rival to that.
Yeah.
You would just think those people are fucking crazy.
It's like someone's wearing a Cowboys jersey, but football doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And I'm like, an Eagles jersey.
No, you wouldn't. You would just be like, those people are fucking stupid. I'm just wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
I know that's a very strange metaphor, but it makes sense in my head. But
as long as it made sense in there, and that's it.
A lot of things make sense in there that have no place on this planet.
But anyway, speaking of planet, back into the universe.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, when you said speaking of planet, I thought you were going to do a really bad pun.
Really?
And yeah.
I do bad puns, don't I?
And then I thought it was going to be something about something that we should have planned. Like, you didn't plan it. Yeah. Realistically, there's no such thing as a bad pun. There's just puns. They're all fun.
That was punny. I hate when people say something.
That's not even really.
People are trying to get cutesy with it.
Yeah, I don't like when people get cutesy with anything.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, look, it's so... My wife has a shirt that she wore today. Today's October 2nd. And on Friday, I
thought today's the fucking 3rd.
Well, it is now. It's after midnight.
No, now it's the 4th.
I don't think so, dude.
Pretty sure it's the 4th.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. Yesterday was October 3rd.
Did we say this is episode 20?
No.
Sorry, folks. This is episode 24. Because 20, 22, 23, 24. This is episode 24.
I think it's 23.
It's fucking 24, dude.
We'll
fucking
agree to
24.
disagree.
What?
We'll agree to disagree.
No, I agree that you were wrong with this.
Because when you said 23,
24.
I would have thought of Dominic
Episode 21 was when you had to shit.
Okay.
And you had to go and shit, and we had to end it short.
Okay,
Anyways.
not important. Yesterday, October 3rd, apparently. You can tell how good I am with numbers. I didn't know the date or the episode
You're
number.
like, today. You're like, well, now it's the 3rd. I'm like,
I was 2 days.
Well, today's the 3rd. You're like, yeah, now. I'm like, no, now it's the 4th.
Anyway, my wife, on Friday, she's a nurse.
She don't cook too good?
My wife, she don't cook so good. She's a nurse, and on Friday, she can wear, like, whatever she wants. I mean, not whatever she wants, but she can wear, like, a t-shirt and not scrubs.
She's not going up there in fucking KKK uniform. They're like, dude, whatever. Right? She's wearing the,
She's got a burning cross she carries around with her, fucking patient to patient. No, but anyway, so she got this Halloween shirt, and my wife's like pregnant, and her stomach is almost as big as mine. I mean, she's like real pregnant. Big old fucking...
You're like, her almost as big as mine. You're like, she's like real pregnant. Everybody's like, oh, he's real big.
Yeah, it looks like she's smuggling globes out of a store. She's got a big ass fucking stomach.
A bunch of globes.
So, her shirt is orange, and on the very bottom, like where the baby part is, it looks like a jack-o'-lantern. And because her stomach's round, it looks more like a jack-o'-lantern. And it says something. I argued with her because I said, alright, she told me Thursday night that she was going to wear it Friday. And I was like, you can't wear Halloween shit already.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, but I can only wear it on Fridays, and there's only a few Fridays left before Halloween. And I was like, yeah, but what you people are doing is you're cheapening holidays that I like. You cheapen Halloween when you celebrate it for a fucking month.
They're selling Christmas shit already.
Yeah, they cheapen it. Because by the time Christmas is here, you're fucking sick of it.
Yeah. You're walking down
Christmas.
a whole aisle is all Christmas stuff. Who the fuck's gonna start putting out shit in their yard now?
I bet there are people who have it.
It's still hot.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I know it's usually hot close to Christmas anyway. Not hot, but it's not like cold for
It ain't
us.
this hot.
But I mean, like, it's like hot outside. People are like dashing through this and dashing through the fucking sand.
Yeah, they're trying to read off their fucking music sheets while they're caroling, and there's sweat burning their eyes.
Like,
they can't read it
Stepping over cracks, right?
because it never rains down here. Now let's go have some snacks. Watermelon, shit like that. Baked cookies are too hot.
We're really gonna sing.
The problem is
That's the Southern Christmas song.
although it is,
People are gonna look it up. They're like, something about snacks. I don't know.
they're like the worst song ever, but it's called.
Yeah.
Now, but what's funny is though, like when
We're
it
gonna
is
find out that
Christmas,
we just like plagiarized someone, right?
word for word.
That's out there. Some guy's like, they didn't say it was my song.
Let's hope not, because if somebody wrote that and they're proud enough to sue us, god damn, their life sucks.
Yeah, no. He's like,
The song that starts out stepping over cracks.
He's like, Mom, I can sue someone. Right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh shit. No, but around here at Christmas, it's usually like It's usually at least pretty cool. Sometimes it's fucking cold as shit at Christmas.
Yeah.
But it's never hot. It's never like in the 90s or anything, I don't think.
Yeah, it snows.
Huh?
It snows like twice a decade.
No, it snowed once at Christmas.
No, it snowed twice.
At Christmas?
Yeah, well, no, it snowed on Christmas Day in 2004. And then it snowed in like 2008 or 2009. It snowed on January 4th.
Yeah, it's not Christmas.
Ish.
See, now you're guilty of the same shit as him.
It's Christmas.
You're
right?
11 months and fucking
Is that what
4 weeks. You're starting that early.
Christmas.
Christmas?
Yeah, it sounds Jewish, right?
What about Christmas?
Christmas?
What about
Christmas?
What about just Christmas?
What?
Christmas.
That's just stupid.
People
I think pretty much 100% of what we say is
stupid.
Yeah.
We rarely say any. We're purposely silly. The funny thing is, in real life, most of my day, I'm a pretty serious person.
Yeah.
I mean, I joke around, but even when I'm joking.
See, when I worked with Dr. Pepper, I didn't really talk to many people. You know, I mean, there's
Well, that's what I mean. I don't talk to that many people.
But now when I'm there, dude, I mean, it's like rat-a-tat-tat. That's just the way it is. But anyways, yeah, I mean, seriously, it's like new faces. You know?
Yeah, but
because it's new people that just don't know me.
But they're the kind of people that always remind me of Blazing Saddles. After he does the whole escape thing by holding the gun to his head, and he gets inside, and he's like, "You are good." And he's like, "They're
so dumb."
Yeah, they're just so dumb.
They are, because I'm sitting there, I'm making normal jokes. They're normal, corny.
Yeah, just fucking
jokes. You know, what kind of work's he gonna get done? You know, and I'm make some. You know, it's just it's throwaway jokes.
Yeah,
and they're it's killing. You know, I mean, it's seriously It's
but if
ridiculous.
you talked about anything deep, you would just get stares.
Yeah.
I don't mean.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can make some because I'm real sarcastic. You know, when I'm around people, when I'm joking around. I mean, it's easy to be sarcastic.
Doesn't sarcastic sound like it means made out of some kind of metal?
Yeah, or I would think plastic. Right?
That's what I meant to say, plastic.
I said metal, and I was like, I don't think metal when I think sarcastic.
When you said I think metal, plastic, I was like, yeah, that's what I said,
think metal when I think AIDS, right?
Yeah.
Remember
AIDS might taste like metal.
Yeah. Anyways, ask a gay dude, right?
He's like, here, tell me. Oh, no.
He's like, for $1 million, so, you know. No, anyways, he's like, wow, I'm sure you fucking know. Right? Why are you going to pay $1 million when you fucking know it?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. Anyways, you wanted to talk about the universe and all of its wonders.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't say anything about wonders.
No. I think about it a lot because I'll go outside sometimes. I don't know about now. We have a pretty clear night.
Think about how small, our lives are.
Yeah, think about...
I don't mean just short, but I mean, I wake up, I go to work.
Look up at the stars on a clear night, and you'll start, your ego will start to shrink.
Well, you're sitting there...
oh, wait, I don't matter, do I?
Yeah, I mean, you're I gotta go here, I gotta get toilet paper, I gotta come home, gotta pay bills. Ah, damn, that one bill's gonna go through. You think of shit like that, and then you sit there and you, look up, and you look out, and you're I'm in a speck. I'm in a speck of something that I have no idea how much bigger it really is.
Think about how small you look.
You get small-minded for a little while. You know, you get used to the small world that seems big to you. You know,
But when you do that, do you feel less important?
You're I gotta go all the way 35 miles down the road. All the way over there. When it's if you just even look at a decent-sized map, they're touching. And then not even that, and that's just of a small country.
Well, if you look at a world map, how far away we are from Houston is you could maybe lay a hair between it.
I mean, and then that's a tiny planet in a tiny solar system.
But when you think about that, does it make you feel completely unimportant, or does it make you feel more important?
Unimportant. Right.
For me, I feel unimportant, but I kind of feel that way anyway. But I feel like, nothing that happens here matters. All the wars, when we go to war over, like, anything, I think, like, that's so insignificant and doesn't matter because of the scale of how small we are to the universe. But at the same time...
Yeah, because someone's brown, you're going to get mad. Just look up.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, I look at it and it brings things together because we all come from exploded stars. Everything does.
We're all ticks on a dog's ass compared to, you know?
Yeah, but what I mean is we're the same as the moon.
People are all like, this plastic's going to kill the environment and it's going to, you know? They get all about that, like, what? I mean, we're a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
You know,
if you look at just the world, at the Earth, how long the Earth's been here and what short percentage of that time people have been on it.
Yeah, but plastic's been out like 80 years.
Okay, look at it this way. The Earth, let's say 14 billion years old, right?
Yeah.
People, let's say 1 million. Because modern people aren't probably that old, but let's just say 1 million. Okay, 14 billion years there was the Earth. The last million there have been people. The last 60 or 70 there's been plastic. You think plastic matters, and do you think people matter?
Nothing matters here.
Nothing. It doesn't, because everything just keeps happening.
Just gravity.
If you think people matter,
you know?
Yeah, no, I mean just being.
Yeah, but everything that just matters, it's like gravity, you know?
Don't you kind of wish something would hit?
Well, we wouldn't feel it. We wouldn't know it.
Well, we might.
I mean, if something all of a sudden hit us, you know, I mean, if something was going so fast,
I could use a good nuclear winter.
If they're like, because of course, what is the government going to tell us, and then just freak everybody out, and everybody, you know, like, I gotta go steal this big TV. Why? Because in 3 days, a planet's going to hit us.
I think if really that was actually going to happen and people knew, I don't think there would be looting.
I think everybody would just kind of stay home and be scared.
And try to be with their families and all that shit.
Like that one movie.
The shitty one? Or the good one?
Huh?
Armageddon or Deep Impact?
No, that one where, like, everybody just knows it's going to happen and they just try to, like, do what they want.
Yeah, who's in that movie?
Steve Carell.
Oh, yeah, that's a good fucking movie.
And, like, Keira Knightley or something. It wasn't bad. I was like, this is going to be horrible. I hate him. And
yeah, that was really good.
And I was like, it ain't bad.
But no, if sometimes I think
there's another one, actually. It's got some wedding. It's a pretty long movie. It's got the fucking blonde chick off of... I can't think of anything she's in right now except for Interview with the Vampire, the kid. How am I just thinking of that? But anyways,
because it's the best thing she's ever been in.
Anyways, she's in this movie, and it's her and some dude, whether they're getting married or something. But it's like everybody knows, like in 2 weeks, this fucking comet's gonna hit, you know, and it's just gonna kill everyone. But everybody's like depressed. I never finished it. It was kind of like taking forever. But,
I always said though, like,
all right, if something was gonna hit us though, I mean, like, I don't think we'd feel it. I think when it started getting real close, it throws so much stuff off with Earth.
Yeah, but I don't think
gravity.
I don't think you realize, like, have you ever read about what happens when shit hits? It isn't like you think. Everything doesn't just die instantly, unless it hits you.
No, but
or coastal. Oh, we're coastal.
Yeah, but think about it. Like the moon. If the moon's like a little closer, the fucking planet's freaking out. So think about not only that, but think about, because, you know, all the different planets where they're at, pulling us here, pulling us there, small portions of gravity pulling us here, and then in another direction to keep us all a certain way, and then some big, huge planets blowing through our fucking galaxy. It's going to be throwing everything off. So I think before it even gets close, we're going to be feeling the effects. I think we're all going to be shooken off and killed before it even gets close to us. And we'll know, you know. We won't, but I mean, someone is going to be like, oh my gosh, there's something, you know, they might not even found something already. And they're just like, it probably won't, I don't know. You know, it probably won't. Okay, if you know that this star was here 4 billion years ago, you're going to know when this fucking planet's going to hit us. I mean, you're going to know that you're like, well, by my calculations, solar winds. Well, no, none of that fucking shit. You're going to know the thing's going to hit us or not.
I think, because I've read about this shit.
That things have came close, maybe. And they just never told us.
Things have came close, and they did tell us, actually.
Yeah, but I think things have
But
came
they're like,
really
it was
close.
really close. 10 billion light years. I'm like, that's close.
I think things have came close that maybe almost did, and they just didn't want to freak people out. Like maybe the government was scared and didn't want things, and then just blew over. They're like, okay, good. Just don't say anything. You know? Because they're going to be mad that we lied about it.
When you said, okay, good, you sound like Rodney Dangerfield.
Really?
I don't know. You did to me.
You're fucking tired. But I mean, but for real, like, I think that before it even get close, like, not even to, like, fucking Pluto, you know? I think we'd start feeling the effects. Because I know that's far away, but it'd be pulling and throwing everything.
Yeah, but what you're talking about is a planet hitting us. I'm
I
talking
just mean
about
something the size of a planet.
I'm talking
You know,
about
like,
something twice the size of Texas.
I mean something like the size of Pluto, some kind of big comet, meteor, a chunk from another planet or something.
Yeah, but that's something different altogether. That's like
you know, like some sunburst and parts of it coming up, you know?
shrapnel.
Well, when suns burst, don't they become black holes?
It depends, but yeah, they don't throw pieces everywhere.
Well, anyways, what I'm saying is something happens. Something's just going through all these galaxies, tearing everything apart, just, you know, causing problems. And, but when it even gets close to our galaxy, we're throwing everything off. You know?
But you're
our
just,
galaxy runs into another one.
But realistically,
We're so small that, like, a little change outside of the big picture.
but it does happen.
We would-
That's what I'm saying. Shit hits our planet every single day.
Yeah, but I mean, like, something hitting our galaxy.
If something
even
hit our
bigger
planet that was like 10 miles wide, it would probably kill us all eventually.
Yeah, like bigger than our minds can even think of. Something out there that our tiny little galaxy.
Yeah, but what you're
You know?
saying isn't like in the realm of like, isn't like something that.
I mean, what I mean is like, you're thinking of something actually hitting our planet. I'm thinking of something on a larger scale of really fucking shit up. Not even our galaxy.
Yeah,
but
that's not even fun to think about because we would just die because all of a sudden we would just.
no, but think of like the end. All of a sudden, like a split.
I like the
fucking
idea
second,
of like
like,
50
gone.
people left and it's
Well,
cloudy.
yeah, you
all
like the
time.
idea of like chaos, but I'm saying like we're here, we're doing a podcast, and then in a blink of an eye, nobody exists.
I think the difference is.
You know what I mean? Like it's just we're all like obliterated, like the sun
Well,
and
that'd
everything.
be great.
You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden, it's just.
If anybody's out there that can
You know?
control that, you got my vote.
You know what I mean? Though
I'm for that.
I mean that'd be like we wouldn't know. I mean like that'd be crazy. And you know, I mean
That'd
like
be
some
awesome.
hippie, like you know, like oh, I want to experience that. No, I mean it's just. I mean that. What if that happened?
What you just said was, we wouldn't even know. It wouldn't be crazy enough. Then you're like, what if that happened?
No, but I mean, like, we wouldn't know, but I mean, it's like we'd be talking and then it stopped.
What you're saying is basically we're so insignificant.
We're
that
always
it
on.
doesn't matter that
we
we're
could
still
always
alive.
be on the verge of that happening. You know what I mean? We're not going to know when it does. It just could happen. Some guy's like fucking hates his life, he's at work, and then it ends. Some guy loves his life, and then it ends. You know? I mean, everyone's life.
undecided
Just,
about his life, and then it ends.
yeah. Some guy's kind of sure, doesn't know. No, anyways, I know it might have got a little boring there, but it's cool to think about that kind of shit, though. On higher scales, on way the fuck out there shit.
I just like to think about, like...
When we're like, we finally got a rover on Mars, and we're doing this, and we're going to try to get... Come on, in the next 20 years, you're going to try to put a person on fucking Mars. Whoop-de-doo. Go farther! Fuck!
I'm all for going to Mars. Yeah, you could go farther, but they can't even go to Mars yet.
Yeah.
They went to the moon a couple of times. They haven't even been a
what I think they need to do is...
since.
What I think they need to do is, and I think it would just, like, really help us out here, is find some people that don't care to never come back.
They're doing that.
No. Yeah, they're sending families, couples.
There's people that
They thought about that. It's going to Mars with couples, so it helps them psychologically or whatever. But no, I mean, like, find some people that are like, fuck Earth, we're leaving, we're going to see what the fuck's out there, we'll send y'all some text messages, right? We go out there, we'll take pictures, you know, we'll tag you in some shit on Facebook, but we're hitting the road, Jack. And we just, like, blast them off out there. They're going fucking faster than shit, and they're just, like, passing all the planets, like, seeing what's out there.
It's like Voyager, but with people on it.
You know what I mean?
But the only problem with that is that to go that far, it has to go real slow.
Yeah.
Because if it goes fast, it burns up all its fuel too fast.
I mean, I want results now, though, but fucking freeze them. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the reason that you should always be for exploration and discovery. Because you want the results while you're alive. But if they don't just constantly keep doing new things, anything they start now that's like a 50, 70, 100-year plan, you won't see.
That's why Neil deGrasse Tyson's always, like, pushing big time. Always pushing, like, we need to start this now. Because he's getting older. You know, what is he, in his 50s?
He's probably well in his 50s, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's wanting to do this stuff. And already he's, like, you know, he's probably healthy, though.
Do you think he's slipping?
Crazy?
No, I just mean, like, you know, you get older, you start to forget shit. When he starts slipping, he'll still be the smartest guy around, but we won't know.
Yeah.
Think about if he's talking to you, and he starts saying stuff that isn't true because his mind's starting to go a little, you wouldn't know. Mm-hmm. He's like, the planet is 15 billion years old. You're like, oh, that's awesome. But he's off by a billion years, which don't sound by much.
And then you go and tell someone 15 billion, he tells someone, everyone's saying 15 billion years.
Yeah.
Because,
of course, that's just because I couldn't think of a better example, but...
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, that's the example. Like, he says one thing, everyone says, oh, well, he's a genius. He knows this. So when alright, Stephen Hawking starts slipping.
What do you mean start slipping?
You know what I mean? Like,
that'd be like if Jeremy starts to gain a little weight.
He's like,
what are we gonna do?
He's like, physics isn't real. You know, and we're like, it's not real. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, Stephen Hawking starts, like, believing in God.
Yeah, you know, it's funny how because he'll say God in some of his, he uses God, like, poetically. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't think of an example, but I've read his book. Anyway. And it's...
That he handwritten?
Yeah, exactly. So, somebody asked him one time, he did this speech, which was all pre-done. Mm-hmm. You know, it was all pre-recorded of his stuff that he had wanted to say. And then after it, like 10 people got to ask questions, but they had submitted their questions. Mm. So they stood up and asked him, and then the people on the stage pushed play, and it played back his actual answer. Because it's hard for him to do it in real time, because it takes him a while.
Yeah.
And then they said he's going to take one question from the crowd that he'll answer in real time. So some guy stood up and was like, since you use God in your books, and you say this and that and God and whatever, do you actually believe in an actual, like, physical God? Or is that just, or what? And he simply says no. Like, do you actually believe in God? Like, do you really believe in God?
all these questions in one.
And then he comes in and he's like, no, or however he says it. Which I thought
That's all he said.
Yeah. Which I always thought was funny, how, a lot of people believe in God, which, yeah, it's whatever. But they say, oh, what the fuck? Well, scientists don't know anything. But we trust them on everything else. Mm. They come up with the reasons that we have these phones. They make it so that me and you can sit with AC blowing on us while we do the podcast. They make the podcast possible. We trust them on all of that. We trust them on the FDA with our food. You know, you get food and you just dig into that yogurt and start eating it.
Yeah, you trust that wearing the seatbelt's really going to save you.
You trust all that science. But then when a scientist tells you, what Stephen Hawking's job is to do is to find out how the fucking universe works. Probably the smartest person who's alive. And when he says, I don't believe in God, you're going to go against his thoughts on that? I mean, come on. He probably is the smartest guy that is alive. Einstein, one of the smartest guys that ever lived, didn't believe in God. He talked about God too.
It's funny,
in a different way.
You go into schools around here, all religious people, and they're like, Einstein, whatever, you know, and all that.
They teach you about
they don't ever talk about religion in school, and I think they should. You know? I think they need to, because that's history now. And they don't.
I think they should cover it more. Well, they do cover it in history.
No, but instead they're taking religion out of the school. People are like, they need to put religion in school. Yeah, they fucking do.
No. They do it backwards. They take religion. Yeah. They don't teach you the history of it that well anymore, but they put it in science. They're like, well, the Earth was created in 6 days. You know that's in Texas.
That's horrible.
Science books.
That's just horrible. But no, what I'm saying is that, like, they're taking religion out of schools, but what they really need to do is add that in history. You know what I mean? Instead of doing the whole, like, oh, we can't say in whatever, God and the fucking... Who gives a fuck whenever you're looking at some fucking flag with your hand over your fucking chest? Like you're some fucking...
Yeah, I've never been into that whole atheist movement stuff.
Yeah, with the whole, like, yeah, I mean, I don't give a fuck if you want to say... But what I'm saying is, I'm not trying to fight for putting, so they can pray in school. I don't give a fuck about that. What I'm saying is they need to bring up fucking religion and how horrible it is.
Or just tell how it's, where it comes from.
They need to talk about religion. Not just, like, be religious. I mean, talk about religion so you can show people the good that people...
If you taught in history...
And the bad.
If you were taking a world history class in high school, and they're covering the Roman Empire, they don't mention it much, but you can't really talk about the Roman Empire without talking about Catholicism. And the reason that Christianity is so popular in Europe and therefore in America is because the Roman Emperor adopted Christianity and spread it throughout Europe. It was just like, well, you got to be Christians now. And that's where the whole cross thing came from, and all of that shit. And take your swords. It used to be a very peaceful, like, hippie religion. And all of a sudden, it's all about fighting for Jesus and shit like that.
Yeah.
But they don't teach you none of that. So all you learn religion from is from your preacher. And obviously, he's
like, these damn Jews killed him.
Yeah.
And he came back. Wanted more.
Yeah, it is.
They're like... We want to fight with that guy. We want this guy that comes back and wants more.
The story of Jesus is so fucking weird.
They shot some nails through him, left him up to die.
He did die.
He died.
Put him in a cave. Put a big rock.
Came back on Easter, just in time to pick some eggs. He came back for Easter, just after the bunny left.
Yeah, he just missed the bunny.
Leaving chicken eggs. And... That's a cheap joke, though, making fun of Easter. Like, everyone fucking does that. But, I mean, when you're talking about Jesus, come on. You can make corny jokes.
Yeah, but the whole rabbit and egg thing just goes to show that Easter isn't even a Christian holiday. It's a pagan holiday.
It's like, you're going to go to church on Easter. That's the only time we go, because they have food after it. That's why I go. It's because, I mean, there's family there.
Yeah.
And then there's food.
You go for the family, stay for the food?
Yeah.
I would just go for the food and stay for the food.
Well, I mean, we go, and then all of a sudden it's all like, Dwight, we heard, whatever. Because every once in a while I'll see that fucking pastor or whatever, and he's like, we were praying for you. And he knows. Every time I fucking step foot in this church, they're like, atheism is, what? They start talking about it. Like, as soon as I fucking step in there. Like, he's got a page written out for it already. Before it comes today.
Well, you do come in dressed all in black with 666 on your forehead.
Yeah, I do that. I mean, I wear my hat, and I'm like, I'm not going to take my hat off because I don't take my hat off anywhere.
Yeah.
So inside your building that you have these beliefs, I'm not going to fucking, I mean, I have my hat on in my house. I have my hat on when I'm eating at someone's table. I mean, it's not like, this guy's rude. He won't take his hat off while we're all eating. You want me to take my fucking dandruff hair out? You know what I mean? That's not what anyone wants.
If you work in a kitchen, you have to wear a hat around the food.
Yeah, so, all right. There's churches that are real big that have kitchens. If those people get to have hats, I think they'd have to.
Yeah, they would have to.
Anyways.
Or hairnets, which is a kind of hat.
Yeah. Anyways, what I'm saying is, though, I'd go to that thing, or I just see him around town. And he's all like, hey, Dwight, he brings up stuff. He's trying to be all cool. He's a nice guy. And then he's like, we're praying for y'all, Crystal having a safe delivery, all that kind of shit. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, all you're doing is fucking talking to yourself.
Yeah, it isn't going to help the baby come out of it.
I mean, like, all right, you're not doing me or Crystal any favors by going into your room, kneeling by your bed, and fucking talking.
None.
I mean, you going and talking in your room, or while you're taking a shit, or while you're driving to work, in front of a bunch of people that are also talking about us. None of that's doing anything.
No.
I mean, unless you're talking to the doctor how to do it.
And in that case, you're probably doing more harm than good.
But I mean, like, you're not doing anything when you're not even fucking around us and you're talking about us. Nothing.
No, praying is...
I mean, I just...
It's fine if it helps you feel better, but you're not actually helping anything.
Both of us grew up with religion, and like, it's like at the same time, without even talking to it, we just knew it's fucking bullshit.
Well, when I was real young, I knew that most of the stuff was made up. But
a lot of people, I think, do, and then through time, they just hear it so much it gets ingrained in there, and they just think that it's like, you know, like we said, that's red, and that's blue, and that's brown, and that's green, you know, that's the sun.
Well,
Here's
anybody,
the
when they're
you know,
like...
I mean, you're just like, oh, look, there's the moon. You know, and it's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to pray. Yeah, oh, yeah, well, we'll pray for y'all. It's like little things like that.
But anybody, when
like, we're going to go to church, we're going to see Nancy, we're going to see that, you know what I mean? It's like, it's so accustomed in their life now, all of a sudden, that it's just, it's not even like, they're not thinking.
Well, of course they're not thinking, but that's... Anybody, when they're 8 or 9, and they hear a story about some guy lived inside a well for 3 days, they're like, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
Anybody, fuck you if you say you believe that.
A guy builds a fucking boat, and nowadays building a boat and putting, you know, 2 of every animal is stupid. Think back then when all he had was trees.
Did
and, like, elephants to pull the wood. I mean, like,
kinds of beetles.
I mean, come on. I mean, that's stupid. If you and there's people that are really like,
yeah, what happened to all
some of them are all like, well, that's a metaphor for no, and then there's some people that are like, well, that's the story of, and there's other people that are like, well, I believe it.
The people that say I believe it, that's like a purely Southern America thing.
Like our sister, she's one of those.
You're so fucking
well, I believe
stupid.
It. Shut the fuck up and think.
You don't believe it. You're just saying that because
go outside,
God's listening.
You know, like serious, like.
You couldn't put 2 of every animal in fucking Ganado on a boat.
God damn, we're gonna have to end this one, and I don't want to.
Yeah, it kind of sucked for the whole first 30 minutes.
I'm all like, going on a rant. We go on rants about the ark, you know, a lot, but...
I started getting mad there at the end. You don't believe that.
Yeah, you don't fucking believe it. Just I mean, come on. And if you do...
Okay. No, but what I'm saying is...
If you do, I feel sorry for you.
It's okay if you want to, like, believe in God. That's fine. But you don't believe those stories. You just don't.
And just admit, it's not admitting it.
You don't really think 5,000 years ago a guy put a bunch of shit on a boat and floated around.
No, and killed everyone. He stopped, and somehow all of a sudden, everything came back. People all over the fucking world.
Fucking zebras ran to Africa.
From 7 people, or whatever it was, 9 people, or whatever it was, now there's like 7 billion people in the world, 5,000 years.
In a couple of thousand years.
Come on.
Less than 5.
Come on. You know,
it's so fucking...
Not only is there 7 billion people, or whatever it is.
Some of them are black, some of them are brown, some of them are fucking
there's
tall,
so many different races. I mean, it's all weird.
We're not all Jews. We'd all be Jews if that fucking shit was right.
Somehow it's all ridiculous. But anyways, this has been probably the longest podcast. I wish we can... Can you hear?
Yeah.
I can hear now. No, maybe I can't. Oh, I can hear. All right, this has been the last podcast of the night, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
It's already late. It's 1:42.
It's 1:47 on my watch.
Anyways, all right, this is the Bad Vibe Podcast, episode 24. It is 24. And hopefully we'll be back next week. Do some more. Hope you all like it.
Yeah.
Check out Facebook, Twitter, whatever, all that. That's it? Anything else you want to say?
No, I think we're good till next week.
Yeah. Let us know what you think. Don't just fucking watch it. Let us know if you like it. Let us know if you hate it. Let us know.